Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. My name is Mohamad Noureddine and this is my PSM2 final presentation. Okay, so my project is a web-based cryptography simulator for learning purposes. That's the full title, and the name of the project I named it Polaris. Okay, so these are the parts of the presentation. First, the introduction, problem statement, objectives, and so on until in the end the interface design. Okay, so first of all, the introduction. So in our course, Introduction to Cryptography, we use a tool in the labs called CryptTool. Okay, so this tool was not really that effective. We just followed the lab and it gave us whatever results it gave us, and then we put it in the report, and that was it. So that was the issue for me and for many other students, especially in the course itself, like Introduction to Cryptography. It is considered one of the hardest courses in the faculty, especially for like network security students. I already explained that. Okay, so the objectives of this system development or this project is to identify the requirements for the cryptography simulator system, to design and develop it, and at the end to test it. Okay, so what are the scopes? The scopes are the operation, just anything that is related to the course itself. So the course is our guideline here. Okay, the project domain will focus on UTM's landscape, and there will be limited scalability and maintenance after I graduate. For the literature review, first of all, we have CryptTool, which has a very outdated interface and has a lot of accessibility issues as well, since it is only on Windows, and on Linux you cannot run it unless you use Wine or a third-party software that could cause a lot of other issues, and on Mac of course you cannot use it. So this is considered a very big challenge, especially for security students who like to use Linux on their laptop devices. So here's a small comparison between Polaris, which is the proposed system, and other systems, other online systems. Okay, so what are the technologies that will be used in developing Polaris? Okay, first is Cloudflare. Cloudflare will be used to proxy all the requests from and to the server to ensure that there is a security layer, so that nothing is able to reach the server that is not supposed to reach there. So it prevents against DDoS attacks and many other faulty requests. SQL Server and ASP.NET will be in the back-end server, and at the end we have Angular for the front end. Okay, so for the methodology, but the system will be developed using a waterfall model because it is the simplest to follow as a single developer. For the requirements, okay, here first of all we have the use case diagram. We have all the use cases for each role, of course. Login, view tutorial, provide feedback, register, perform cryptography operation, which is the main purpose of the system, and so on. Okay, here's the class diagram. These are the classes that are present in the front end and in the back end as well, which include a class for each role, as well as one for sections, assessments, results, and yeah. Now for the ERD. So as you can see, the actual ERD is very complicated, and it is very big, it's very robust, because many of these tables are a requirement when using ASP.NET Core Identity framework. Most of these tables are pre-implemented, and so I will not bother discussing them, because then I will be discussing the framework itself, not my project. So I made a simple one that discusses the tables that I implemented, and some tables that do not actually exist in the database because they are actually organized by identity itself. So as you can see here, we have the three roles: the student, instructor, and admin. We have the feedback table, sections, results, assessments, and section assessment visibility. Visibility is a connection table. Now for the interface. So here's the register page, the login of the student dashboard, and the chapter page, the assessment page, results page, this one is for the student, the instructor dashboard, the instructor toggle visibility dashboard, so he can toggle the visibility of each assessment based on the section, of course. You can select the section up here. Here is the student results. You can see which date and which time exactly was the student result submitted to the system. And now for the admin, here's the analytics dashboard, the user management dashboard, and the section management dashboard. And last but not least, of course, the 404 not found page. So that's it for my system. Thank you so much for listening, and have a nice day.